Hi everyone. Sorry for the background noise, that's the fan. It's going to reach 35 according to my phone. Let's have another look. Maybe they've upgraded the forecast. At any rate, it's going to be pretty blistering. Yeah, right now it's 25, but it's going to reach 35 by about... maybe about 1:30, and I'm actually filling in for a colleague who's unwell with a respiratory virus for her 1 to 3 p.m. Spanish class. But all the materials there, and maybe the room will be air conditioning. There will be air conditioning. I can't speak. 2 hours, and then I'll come back. And today I went and picked up my contract with the legal firm for the criminal injury case. Yes, some of you who follow me would have heard about this, and it's historic abuse. So, who's messaging me now? So yeah, that's where it comes out of. I actually submitted my collection of poetry, most of which was written in the mid to late 90s and 2000s, maybe the first decade of the 2000s. It's been retitled because I felt like maybe one of the poems' words, sutures, would give it a better cohesiveness. So I've gone from calling it Stone Bitter Stories to Words, Sutures. I don't know if that changes the collection really. It does refocus it because it's less on the stories of difficulty and more about healing, roughly, I guess you could say, through language and the power of language. So yeah, I'm hoping that this will be taken up in some fashion. It's been sent off to a publisher. There's still a lot of poems from that collection that are under consideration, and I haven't heard back from journals, but they notoriously take up to 6 months. So yeah, that's the way it's looking. So for today, I'm just trying to get through the heat in one piece. I did have my hair cut a few days ago, which kind of lessens the load, so to speak, but I'm still sweating from my scalp, and I know that when I go out in that full blaze for the 1 p.m. class, I'm going to be hit with it. Yes, and not all rooms have aircon, unfortunately. Such is life at the institution. If you happen to chance upon a good classroom, it's different. There's a classroom that I teach in on Wednesdays that has perfect aircon. It feels like a fridge in there. Sometimes we've got to turn it off because it's too much, but that's not guaranteed for other places. And we've got another day like this on Wednesday. Yeah, anyway, that's the news. The heats, the filling in for a tutor, colleague, and getting the contract for the criminal injury case, and also sending off my poetry manuscript. So what a way to start a Monday, hey? I also sent 7 poems to Chicago Review. So fingers crossed. Again, might not hear from them for quite a while. Yes, fingers crossed. Onwards, upwards.